Hello, Kendall from Reddit Whiskey with a recap of our last war, and as I kind of previewed, this was one hell of a war. We were able to kind of just eke out the win. Definitely wasn't our best work, but the chips were kind of stacked against us from the very beginning. So, this was a 20 versus 20 war. We had 7 Town Hall 10s. They came in with 10 Town Hall 10s, so we're behind three there. We had 2 Town Hall 8s. They only had 1 Town Hall 8, so there's another base. So we're basically 4 Town Halls disadvantage, and then on top of that, of their 10 Town Hall 10s, 5 of them had level 40 heroes, and we had no one with level 40 heroes. So, this was going to be a tough one. I think it was a Chinese clan. I apologize, I can't read that, but in their description it said Chinese only, so I'm going to guess that's where they're from. But they had some great attacks. They used those level 40 heroes to outmuscle some of our bases, but we were able to just eke out the win, and we were down for pretty much this entire war, and then scored, I think it was 5 or 6 stars right at the very last 10 minutes to pull ahead. So, great job by them. Great job by Reddit Whiskey to kind of pull this one out. I thought our streak was coming to an end. Yes, it's not very long, but it's long for us, and we're really excited to get this win and ready to kind of move forward. So I've got some great attacks to show. We'll kind of get right to it. We had challenges with our Town Hall 10s, weren't able to get a lot of 2 stars, but our Town Hall 9s did a really good job. And I'm going to start with Valadius. Again, I've showed him last few wars. I don't want to be the Valadius show, but he keeps putting out some great attacks. But this is base. If you'll watch my recap videos on my attacks, I did a needle HoLo on a very, very similar base layout. Not exactly the same. Defenses are a little different, but a lot of the ideas still play exactly the same. So you'll kind of see some similar strategies. So gets 3 balloons sent in to get the clan castle pull. This was a cleanup, so he actually knew that there were quad Teslas in the core with double giant bomb sets here and here, which was different than the base I faced, but kind of goes there. He doesn't have the anchor point I had, so he's just kind of feeding a couple barbarians to kind of drag the troops over. Once they get a little closer, throws a bunch of barbarians. I'd actually recommend Valadius only get 2 barbarians down before you get your witches, and then save those last few barbarians to throw down a little bit later. But either way, that worked. I just kind of like to have barbarians to kind of throw in now to kind of refocus those enemy wizards, so you don't have to worry about them taking out one of your wizards. His Archer Queen was a little deeper than the one I did, so it's a little trickier, but Golem goes down the same, breaks the trash ring, brings the 4 wall breakers to go ahead and get those sent in. Everything's working beautiful. Barbarian King goes down. As soon as this defense and the Barbarian King goes in, it's going to take out the enemy Archer Queen. Once she's down, then he can do the Hogs. He's going to do something very similar. Unfortunately, the Archer Queen kind of takes out a lot of the defenses, and I apologize. There was one thing he wanted to do a little differently. He wanted to get this cleaned out here because he wasn't sure about the pathing. Things are a little different. So he went with 5 Hogs in this way with a heal to kind of get these defenses taken out to guarantee that the way his Hogs would path, because it was concern going through this base with the way the defenses were, but because they were slightly different. But gets his Hog path into the side. Everything's working perfect because they're going to path this direction. This is beautiful. He's basically going to be able to avoid both double giant bomb sets completely. So, that is just beautiful. Gets his second heal down here in the core. He's got had his first heal down, got a second heal down, goes ahead, I think puts a second heal down there because of all of the Teslas and Expos, so he kind of doubled heals the core, which is almost necessary, and then finally gets his last heal down. I probably would have told him, maybe wait just a little bit longer or get that next heal a little bit farther up because you still got a lot of point defenses. But, basically from here it's clean up. He's got witches still up, he's got kill squad, he brought some extra wizards in the background that he's going to throw for, to help the cleanup. But, this was an absolute beautiful attack. Great job, Valadius. We'll kind of speed this up from here just to get the cleanup, but really good. Really enjoyed watching this attack. Great job, modifying from what I did in order to be able to get the 3 stars. So, moving on from there, we're going to move on down to number 16 by Nate. This was also a cleanup attack. Really, really weird base layout. So things, giant bombs were kind of scattered in there. There's a double set. I can't exactly remember where. I think it's right there, but Smart gets 2 giants down to tank and then throws the Hogs in. And he actually brought a lot of Hogs because Clan Castle pull was basically you had to take out defenses. So might as well get a bunch of these defenses. He got 1, 2, 3, And if they hadn't split, would have gotten this archer tower down. But unfortunately, they split on them, so it didn't go down at the same time. But here gets the 2 barbarians down, and then kind of immediately gets the witches down. Absolutely no need to wait on those witches. You've got all of these buildings here that are going to protect from these defenses. So gets the witches down. Archer Queen goes down once the CC troops get a little closer. Gets his wizards down. Like I said, I like to have a couple barbarians to feed in, but each his own. Gets the golem down because the Archer Queen's pretty deep, so you need her. And there was a Tesla there, which he knew about. Brings 4 wall breakers to get in just in case that happened, and then accidentally only drops 3 of them. But gets the last one down. Luckily gets that wall boasted open. Barbarian King goes in. Immediately is going to track into the Archer Queen. Knew there was a giant bomb up there, so dropped a goblin to take it out. Might as well just deal with it so you don't lose any of your kill squad, your archers or things like that. And gets the hogs. Just kind of dropped everything in. Used 2 fingers to get those hogs out twice as fast. Can wait a little bit because the golem was tanking for a bit, but now he needs to go ahead and get that first heal down. Things are going well. I think the Archer Queen didn't quite go down, but luckily his came in and kind of cleaned it up. Second heal, beautiful. You had a Tesla up here. He's got a lot of point defenses. Had that Expo. Had the Barbarian King beat on him. Go ahead and get that heal down. Things are kind of moving down from here. You don't have to worry about the heal, though, down here as much. This mortar's not going to hurt you as much. I probably would have even said save this heal and move it a little bit farther ahead. But, we still got 1 heal left. There's not a whole lot of defenses left. Gets that last heal dropped. Beautiful, right on that Tesla. They're going to be able to path over. Giant bombs right there. He knew that was there, so he had the heal for that, which is perfect. And get these last here, and then a couple extra troop. Had some goblins. He had a lot of storages on the outside, so goblins work great as cleanup. They might even be 4 goblins might be more effective than 1 wizard if you've got a lot of storages outside. Hits one of those last giant bombs, so that kind of blows everything up. I guess maybe there wasn't a double set here. But I knew we had some trouble with this space. But great attack by Nate. We'll speed this up here for the cleanup. Really good. Glad to have you on the channel. So moving forward to there, we're going to do one more. Number 17, Killer. This was a first attack. This is actually the first time anyone in our clan has tried this. This is one of the GoLaLoon attacks. And we've seen a couple of this. This seemed like a good base layout for it because you're going to be able to send the golems in and most likely get both of these air defenses with your golem and kill squad, take care of the enemy Archer Queen, get the CC, and then you only basically have 2 air defenses to deal with, and you've got plenty of hounds for that. Plus, a lot of empty space, and Teslas could have made the pathing work where maybe you could have gone over double giant bombs. It was hard to tell. This is the first attack. So, gets the 2 golems in. I probably would have spread those just a little bit just so your wizard tower wasn't hitting both of them. But and the other thing, too, when you're setting up your pathing, you want to spread your wizards a little farther. You don't need to take out the middle buildings, just the side buildings, because this will keep your your Barbarian King from straying. And if it hadn't been for that Archer King bringing it back in, your Barbarian King would have done a roundabout, and that would have been probably the end of this. But drops the lightning, gets the CC troops. Barbarian King gets that taken out. Now he's just kind of waiting to see. He's waiting for his Archer Queen to kind of take out. Excuse me. Take a cue from Jake here and drink some water in my case, though. It's still Thursday. I can't drink beer, but knows this air defense is going to go down. He's got a wizard back here who's probably going to get this one, but he gets his hogs down. Strategic placing of the balloons. I think he gets some missed drops. Things didn't actually come out like he wanted, but he's got his rages set, so they're going to kind of continue to path through here. He's got 2 hogs. Unfortunately, still got this air defense. It didn't end up going down, so this raid didn't work exactly like he wanted, but he's got plenty of pups in the background. He's got balloons that are kind of taking everything out. He's only got a few defenses that are left. Unfortunately, he's out of spells, and this air defense is still up. But luckily, these pups almost get this air defense out. It is close. And in fact, for effect, I'm going to go ahead and leave it this way, and we won't speed this back up because you're going to see this balloon comes out, dies right before it gets there. It's got a fraction of health, so we're sitting there all watching this going, he's got a bunch of pumps, but are things going to path right for it to work out? And he's got this entire group up here. He gets them. They all kind of start moving forward, and unfortunately, they're all going to come down to this Dark Elixir mine first, and this air defense takes them all out before they can get over and take it out. But he's still got 2 more groups of pups. Things are still moving through. They get like 1 or 2 shots off. It's still, it's at a fraction of health. But, luckily the way this is kind of set, And this was suspenseful. It went down to kind of the last second here. Is these were all up here, and then the question is where are they going to go next? Of course, they're going to go up to the storage next because we wouldn't want to speed this up at all. But you're going to see everything kind of pass over here to the gold mine, and I'll go ahead and speed up from there since everyone's got the 3-star, but or everyone knows we had the 3-star. So everything kind of is working out well. Plenty of pups here, fraction of health on the air defense, so it's going to take out most of them, but it only takes a couple shots, and that takes it out. So great 3-star killer. Probably work on a few things, spread those golems a little bit. When you're making your funnel, you don't want wizards right in the middle. You want them on the sides. Those buildings in the middle, your barbarian king can take out, not a problem at all. So, that might have been enough to help in order to get both of those air defenses down. But great attack. Again, great war by Reddit Whiskey. We were down from the onset in regards to both number of town halls, bases that we had, and then some of the levels. And their town hall 10s too weren't weak. Kind of. Even looking at the very last guy, their number 10, you've got good walls. You're, lower level defenses, town hall 9 defenses, but you're dealing with Lego walls and the such. A little bit lower heroes, but they had good bases. They weren't slacking by any means. A little bit rushed here, but I think you get up here and we're already to the first. No, we got to go one more here. Maybe it was either 6 or 5. I can't remember. Yeah, level 40 heroes. Level 40, sorry, they won't both, but level 40 Archer Queen, level 29 Barbarian King. So this was a tough matchup. Reddit did an awesome job. Reddit Whiskey did an awesome job, and look forward to the next war with you guys. So thank you everyone for watching. If there's any questions or concerns, please leave them below. And thank you again for watching, and we'll catch you next video.